For the record, the very reason I'm making this video is why I personally don't collect Modern. I don't care if anybody does. It's just my personal preference. I've always been drawn more to the vintage side of Pokemon collecting. To me, Modern is just overhyped. People let FOMO get the best of them. They're way overpriced because of that. They're way overprinted. None of the cards are rare. In my personal opinion, from what I'm seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if most of these sets are overprinted more than WotC era sets were. But anyway, I digress. I'm sure y'all have seen the picture that's circulating of the cards that were allegedly stolen by a worker for, I believe it was Fusion Strike. And I don't understand why people are surprised by this. This has literally happened with almost every single Sword and Shield era set that's been released. You always see people posting cards like weeks or months before they're even released. It's because they're stolen. And then people are equally shocked that, the Pokemon International Company might have known about this. Of course they know. They don't care. It's just like that scene out of Elf where they point out the fact that the book's missing 2 pages and they ask him if he wants to ship the books out or not still.
Ship them.
Of course they know about it. I mean, you think they're going to push back a release date because some product gets stolen? They probably are stoked if a lot of it gets stolen because that's just going to make the pull rates even harder, and it's just like gambling. People are going to get frustrated and they're going to buy even more. And with modern sets, the sets are so big that you already have to spend probably over $1,000 to even collect it'd probably be even more than that. You probably have to open thousands of packs just to master set some of these bigger sets like Brilliant Stars or Evolving Skies. And that's another reason why I don't collect them, because I'm not going to open that many packs. And the fact that the Pokemon Company thinks it's all right to do that, like, these are meant for kids, mind you. I don't know any kids that have the bankroll to buy thousands of packs of cards just to collect an entire set. That tells you right there where the company's loyalty lies. They're worried more about the people that can buy stuff in bulk, which I mean, that's business. You can't really blame them for that. But yeah, this is just coming through with Fusion Strike. I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened with Evolving Skies. All these sets that people are saying they're having really terrible pull rates on, I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised. I wouldn't be even surprised if Pokemon the International had something to do with it. But the apparently it was between 5 and 20,000 secret rares were apparently stolen, and someone actually tried to sell them, which is actually kind of funny when you think about it. But I mean, pull rates are kind of dumb. They're not really the easiest thing to calculate, but I heard that secret rares for Fusion Strike were like 1 in like 250 packs or something like that. And when 20,000 secret rares are missing, I mean, do the math on that. That's a shitload of packs. And at this point, I don't care what anybody says. The only people that really love modern sets are the diehard collectors, which I can appreciate, and flippers. And majority of them are going to be flippers. Like, there's not a whole lot of people that collect modern sets just because they know the pull rates are really terrible and the sets are huge. So people on Whatnot, Drip and all that are making bank off these sets, those are the ones that really love modern cards, and they're the ones that are going to tell you that modern's where it's at. I mean, you can believe that if you want. It's not the truth by a long shot. I mean, these cards, I wouldn't be surprised if majority of these modern cards, like the Moonbreon that everybody wants and all these other cards that aren't even rare, aren't even going to be worth shit within the next couple years. It's always going to revert back to where the TCG originated, and that's with the original WotC era sets. Those are always going to be the ones that are going to be worth money, and people are still opening them up so regularly that you got to remember, they're not reprinting those anymore, so the more people keep opening them up and doing these live breaks and stuff, the less products can be available, and it's a supply and demand thing. Less supply, the more the demand goes up. Like I said, I don't care what people buy. Keep buying your modern cards. Keep stockpiling them. But I'm telling you, they're not going to be worth jack shit. If you're buying modern cards thinking you're going to get rich off them, it's not going to happen. You can buy them because you enjoy Pokemon. I mean, that's really what you should do when you're in a hobby. You shouldn't get into a hobby because you want to make money off of it. I mean, that's not really a hobby at that point. That's more of a job. Anyway, that's my rant. If you like it, cool. If you don't, whatever. If you like these videos, you want to see more, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe with notifications on. We'll see you on the next one.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.